You are Locked On 76ers Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Philadelphia, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Locked On 76ers Postcast on the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. My name is Mark Farzetta. Now, normally, if you've been following these podcasts and whatnot, I try to find a positive spin to put on the game where I'm like, hey, look, this happened. At least that happened. And even though Quentin Grimes had 28 points tonight, and that's nice, that's great. 10 of them coming in the fourth quarter. There you go. Also known as garbage time for the 76ers. This game was a complete and utter embarrassment. And I really don't have, in a season that has had its fair share, I'm going to go ahead and say maybe other than the Wizards, maybe other than the Pelicans, it has led the league in absolutely craptastic games. That's saying something. That this one really takes the taco, pal. 133 to 100. I've actually been somewhat amazed over this recent stretch where nobody has been playing of note, and Quentin Grimes has just been given the leeway to just go off. I've given this team a lot of credit for at least scoring over 100 points without any of the bigger names in the lineup. And 100 points feels a little shallow tonight. Even though they got to the triple digits figure, it still feels a little shallow tonight. But either way, 28 points from Quentin Grimes is 28 points. And I haven't even mentioned our player of the game, and we'll get into that in just one second. But this is Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On 76ers Postcast. And don't forget, your favorite podcast now is a newsletter. Introducing Locked On 76ers Daily Newsletter, one stop for ultimate team and league coverage delivered right to your inbox. Sign up for free at LockedOnDaily.com. That's LockedOnDaily.com. And start your day with the all-new free Locked On 76ers Postcast. Let's start it off as we do every show.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Obviously, I could go the way we have been going, which is Quentin Grimes. But that's the voter fatigue. I've talked to the Locked On Sports Philadelphia, Locked On 76ers Postcast panel, and you guys have that. They have voter fatigue. So no longer Quentin Grimes. Tonight we're going to go with Chuma Okeke, who had 11 points in the first quarter, finished with 14 points, but that ain't the brag. That is not why he is the player of the game tonight, folks. Oh, no. It's the fact that he had 15 rebounds for your 10-9-8 76ers tonight. 15 boards for Okeke, was stroking some threes in the early goings in this game, knocked down 3 in the first quarter, went 3 for 4 in the first quarter, and that's what he rode the rest of the way as far as his point total went. But as far as the rebounds went tonight, this guy was sure to not get pushed around tonight, to the tune of 15 total rebounds, 7 on the offensive glass. So shout out to my man, Pots and Pans, Chuma Okeke, for tonight's performance. He is your 76ers player of the game. As for when the 76ers really had the nail in the coffin, let's get to that.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Somehow, some way, miraculously, the Sixers actually started to fight their way back into this game. Now, it was a 42-26 game after the first quarter. And this was after, let me just point out, no Shai Gilgeous-Alexander tonight, no MVP leader in the clubhouse candidate in the lineup tonight for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the Sixers went against them with whatever they had. They're pretty standard mash unit. So the Thunder build this huge lead. Like I said, 42-26 at the end of the first quarter. The Sixers then go on a 12-0 run in the second quarter. They actually pulled it within 6 on 3 different occasions in the second quarter on OKC. But as fate would have it, even after the 76ers went on a 12-0 run where Edwards and Reese were able to combine for 10 points of those 12 on the run. I think it was Gershon Yabusele had a layup in between to get to 12 there and made it a 51-42 game. And then the Sixers had a little bit more of a run in them. Huchefino knocked down a 3. OKC had to call the timeout to squash the red-hot 76ers. The bottom line is the Sixers pulled it within. After the Gershon Yabusele 3, they actually went on a 19-4 run to pull within 6 points of Oklahoma City. So this is where things were getting juicy. And then with a minute 4 left, this is the turning point. No Guff Chet Holmgren, also known as Abe Lincoln, made a couple of free throws. Aaron Wiggins hit a 3. Holmgren came back with another 3. They close out after the 19-4 Sixers run. They close out with a modest 8-2 run on the 76ers, which pushed the lead back to 14 points and restored order as far as the basketball world was restored. Then in the third quarter, this is where you could certainly talk about not necessarily a turning point, but building off where a little 8-2 run helped shift things in the right direction for Oklahoma City Thunder as they went on to outscore the Sixers in the third quarter, 33-18. And there was one point in particular that really made me go, oh, this is not it tonight. Now, there was no point where I thought the Sixers had it. In the second quarter, I went, this is cute that they're having this nice little run. Gershon's getting in on it. Justin Edwards is getting in on it. This is fantastic. Yeah, you have Alex Reese making some shots there. That's nice. But in the third quarter there, when they went on that huge run, towards the end of that quarter, the Oklahoma City went on the huge run. Towards the end of the quarter, Jalen Hood-Schifino had a wide open three-pointer at the top of the key. It was off an offensive rebound. So they're going for some second chance points here. He's at the top of the key. The ball swings around to him. He pulls up for a shot. There is no member of the Oklahoma City Thunder looking like they are at all going to contest that shot. I can't remember who it was down low. I can't remember if it was Okeke. I can't remember if it was Brissett. But they are looking right at Hood-Schifino. They are under the basket, and they're looking at their man. Out of nowhere comes Kenrich Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who is coming up behind Hood-Schifino and swats his three-point attempt, into another stratosphere. And I'm thinking, this is the huge... Now, look, we can all just boil it down to talent. They're not good at it, so let's just get the obvious out of the way. The idea that these guys are so new in terms of playing with each other, you can't even do the basics when it comes to communication. Nobody can yell, coming on, watch it. Like, you can't drive, take it, no shot. Like, nobody can communicate. I've seen better communication from these guys, 3 games ago when they just literally met each other. And look, again, it comes down to they're not a good basketball team. They're devoid of talent. And this game didn't have anything that was offering me to go, oh, maybe next year this guy will be something. Like, and Quentin Grimes, I already know that he could get hot. And like I said, 28 points is great, but 10 of them came in the fourth quarter. He disappeared in the second quarter, disappeared a little bit there in the third quarter as well. Doesn't really do it for me. Not tonight, at least. But 28 points. On this squad, I applaud him. However, we knew he could do that. Anybody else want to step up and play some basketball? I mentioned our player of the game tonight, Okeke. He comes up with 15 rebounds. All right, 3 points after the first quarter. Whoopity-doo. But, like, even the communication, I understand it's always going to be a struggle when you don't know your teammates. But this is stuff you're talking about in the first time you pick up a basketball. Whether it's switch, stay on defense, man on offense, drive, whatever. Just that little thing at the end of the third quarter just went, it was one of those moments where the Sixers were already getting their tails handed to them. And I'm just looking at it and going, we just got to put up with dumb basketball. Like, I understand not being talented. I understand getting outshot in the first half. Let's see. First half of play, Oklahoma City 56 from the field, 48% from 3, compared to the Sixers 38 from the field, 34 from beyond the arc. Like, I get that. That's just not being good at basketball. But the idea of there's no communication is the thing that'll make you bang your head against the wall. So I'd love to chalk up some kind of moral victory. I'd love to even go the route that I've gone through the vast majority of the postcasts, which is another perfect loss. The Raptors didn't play tonight. The Nets didn't play tonight. You lost. Was it a perfect loss? No, because you gave me nothing to look forward to for next year. You gave me no good basketball. And all that should really tell you is a 19-4 run in the second quarter, and you still end up losing. You still end up trailing by 14 at the half. That's how terrible it was. Anyway, how was your night? All right, when we come back, I'll talk to you guys about what I think you're going to be talking about tomorrow. And one particular instance in this game, other than that block, that maybe just go, is it over yet? Is it over yet? 13 games left. Look, here, I'll tell you when we come back. One thing, all you really need to know about tonight's game, and that's when we come back here on Locked On Sports Philadelphia. Prize Picks. Hope you guys are having a lot of fun with Prize Picks. Basketball season in all aspects heating up, whether it's little college hoops, whether it's little playoffs, 13 games away. For your well, not for your Sixers, but for the NBA, that is. No better way to get in on the action than with Prize Picks, the best place for daily fantasy sports. With Prize Picks, you just pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections, and you have a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash, that is. It's easy to use, available in over 30 states unless you mix and match projections across different sports. If you're building lineups this week, you might want to take Luka Doncic like I have, over 25 points, Jason Tatum for more than 8 rebounds. It's easy. It's quick with Prize Picks. It's made simple. Really fantasy made simple as well. You can set up your lineup in less than 60 seconds and stay engaged all game long. They also got the fast payouts. You got to love that. When you win, your money hits your account in a little less than 15 minutes. No waiting. Also, let's not forget about Taco Tuesday deals. Mentioned earlier, taking the taco. Oh, yeah. Talking about Prize Picks here. Every Tuesday, Prize Pick discounts select players' projections up to 25%, giving you even more value to your lineup. Download the app today and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA. That's LOCKEDONNBA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code LOCKEDONNBA for $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. And let's not forget about our friends at Hungry Roots. When it comes to grocery shopping and meal planning, I've got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I got this ongoing problem. I just don't have the time between work, life, trying to eat healthier. The impossibility that is. I can honestly say keeps you a little stressed out. I like to go to the grocery store, but it's a little tough. That's where Hungry Root comes in. Everything changed when I discovered Hungry Root. Honestly, it's been a huge game changer, not just for me, but for my family and my little kids as well. It's the easiest way to eat healthy without all the stress. With Hungry Root, it's like having a personal shopper and nutritionist, which makes me and my wife happy, all in one shot. They take care of the grocery shopping, recommending healthy meals, groceries based on tastes and health goals, all that. You program it, basically. You put in your likes and all that, and you're good to go. Anti-inflammatory, if you're into that. High protein, they take care of you with Hungry Root. You're going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. I promise you that. Limited time, by the way, right now. Get 40% off your first box from Hungry Root and free item in every box for life. Just go to hungryroot.com/lockedonnba. That's hungryroot.com/lockedonnba and use promo code LOCKEDONNBA. hungryroot.com/lockedonnba with, again, promo code LOCKEDONNBA to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/lockedonnba with promo code LOCKEDONNBA. Don't miss out on Hungry Root. I mentioned earlier the standings as it comes to your 10-98 76ers. Right now, the Utah Jazz have taken over the Washington Wizards as the worst team in the NBA. Then the Hornets, the Pelicans, the Nets, and the 76ers right now occupy the 6th worst record in the NBA, with the Toronto Raptors right behind them, 33 games out of first place, with the 76ers 34 games out of first place. Here's the hoping that the Sixers at least maintain this spot and catch the Brooklyn Nets, who were idle tonight, as were the Toronto Raptors. The Sixers are not back in action until Friday night when they travel back to Texas to take on the San Antonio Spurs, where hopefully, again, they'll lose. But hopefully they don't get spanked and they at least give you a perfect loss. Something to look forward to for next year, but still maintaining the goal, keeping the main thing, which is losing. I mentioned earlier there was a part in tonight's game, especially in that fourth quarter, that just made me sink my head. And it was Quentin Grimes, in back-to-back games now, has had a fast break opportunity. One, he completely clanked, which was the first play he had against the Rockets in Houston. He just flat out missed it. This one, he had a run-out opportunity late in that fourth quarter. I would venture to guess he got fouled, but it wasn't called, and he was playing to the contact. This is what I talk about when it comes to bang your head against the wall basketball. Just take it as hard as you can to the rack, man. No one's looking to give you a foul, especially if there's 6 minutes to go in a game you're getting blown out by 30 points. Just be aggressive. he is usually aggressive. He's usually very smart. In this particular instance, I was like, oh my goodness, has everyone caught stupid? Is it contagious? Is it running rampant through the locker room of the 76ers right now? Between no communication with anybody. To Quentin Grimes, not trying to throw it down. He had one earlier in the quarter. It was great. I thought he was going to do the same thing again. It was the very next time he was down the court. Trying to play to the contact, not the smart move. Overall, we haven't looked at the 76ers box score yet. Guerschon Yabusele, he was back in the lineup tonight, so he had somewhat of a center at least playing. He got you 11 points, only 4 rebounds. Justin Edwards chipped in 19. Good hustle to him. Nothing for O'Shea Brissett. Come on, bruh. Nothing there. He had 6 boards, though, so that's something, I guess. I almost called him Axel Reese. Alex Reese, 11 points, 5 rebounds. That's what he was able to contribute. Jalen Hood-Schifino, not much. 6 points, 2 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. As I mentioned, your 76ers are back at it in San Antonio Friday night at 8 o'clock. I will be right here with you Friday night after that game. Hopefully continue the slide through just 13 games. And as this is also what I was saying before the break. If you look at the notes there in the show, awful game. Of all the awful games we've watched, for me to highlight that this one in particular was awful is all you need to know about this one. Oh, I have some comments I want to go through here. They're all from the same person. Hi, BC. Go Dodgers? Yeah, okay. Luka and LeBron equals champs. How does it feel that Luka is only the second worst decision that the Mavericks made? Quentin Grimes being number 1, of course. Yes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are great as per usual. Make sure you hit like and subscribe on the Locked On Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Back with you guys Friday night. Oh, and just around the corner, don't forget, I'll be with you guys, next week? Next week, when the Phillies start their regular season for Locked On Phillies postcasts. So you guys can catch me on the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel as well. Catch you guys Friday for Locked On 76ers. See you then. Bye.